Did you know that a lot of amazing scenes from Elemental ended up being cut for the movie? It's a standard practice in filmmaking, particularly in the realm of animated movies, for not all initially crafted scenes to make it into the final cut. Elemental was no exception to this norm. For instance, there was a scene depicting the Spark's fear of touching the Wade, driven by a mix of embarrassment and concern about potential harm. While this scene did make it to the film, its complexity was significantly toned down. This serves as just one example among the 10 remarkable scenes that were omitted from the Elemental movie. Now we'll reveal the details of the remaining excluded scenes. Number 1. Offspring of Wade and Ember. As viewers immersed themselves in Elemental, a question that naturally arose was how Wade and Ember, both experiencing pain upon touch, could connect with each other. Delving into speculative territory, some curious minds, perhaps with a touch of humor, pondered the intriguing notion of what children born to Ember and Wade might look like. Imaginations envisioned these offspring resembling ethereal beings not of solid substance, but rather composed of vapor, akin to the state of water during boiling. The concept proposed an ideal fusion of water and fire elements. Intriguing, isn't it? Whether this idea originated from someone at Pixar or a creative fan remains uncertain, but the accompanying artwork suggests a talent worthy of Pixar's attention. In the depicted image, the offspring can be seen returning from their honeymoon, a journey embarked upon in the movie's final scenes. The visual hints at a remarkably swift gestation, adding an element of fantastical speed to the process. Yet the mechanics of elemental reproduction remain shrouded in mystery, leaving room for the possibility of such an occurrence. Number 3. Relationships between individuals of different elements. Contrary to Ember's mother's assertion that elements shouldn't mix, Elemental's storyline unfolds to reveal that not only can different elements coexist, but individuals from distinct elemental backgrounds can also fall in love and build lasting relationships. This theme extends beyond the central couple, Wade and Ember, as Quad endeavors to win Ember's affection, only to be gently reminded that elements do not readily combine. In the original vision for the film's production, the creative team aimed to showcase various instances of individuals from different elemental backgrounds marrying and forming families. This intention is vividly illustrated in conceptual art crafted by the film's artists. One captivating portrayal features a couple comprising a waterman and an airwoman. Notably, the couple has 2 children, a water girl and an air boy. Further exploration in the artwork unveils another couple composed of a waterman and an earth woman. Their 2 children exhibit a delightful blend of both elements, appearing as if crafted from a mixture of water and earth. This artistic representation not only turned out aesthetically pleasing, but also served as a beautiful expression of diversity within the elemental world. Number 4. Ember's evolving design. The meticulous planning and design of characters in Elemental unfolded over the film's extensive 7-year production period. During this time, numerous characters, including the main ones, underwent significant transformations. Ember, one of the central characters, underwent a particularly noteworthy evolution in her design. The initial concept for Ember's appearance included a narrower face with larger and rounder eyes. However, as the artist progressed and placed the eyes on her, an unforeseen issue emerged. She appeared somewhat unsettling, even scary. In response, they decided to reshape her face, opting for a more rounded countenance and giving her slanted eyes. This adjustment resulted in the final facial design that audiences witnessed in the film. Number 5. Cinema Scene. One of the standout moments in Elemental occurs when Wade and Ember go on a cinema date, capturing charming memories as they watch a movie, take photos, and engage in various activities together. However, the original concept for this scene differed significantly from what made it to the screen. Initially, Wade was scripted to await Ember with a massive bouquet of flowers in front of the cinema. Following their rendezvous, they were to stroll through a park, climb trees, and spend the night conversing and getting to know each other until dawn. This alternative scenario promised a uniquely enchanting scene that, unfortunately, didn't make it to the final cut. Number 6. Wade's design. The creation of the main characters, especially those forming the central couple, demanded a substantial investment of time and creative brainstorming. Numerous ideas were explored, but only one emerged as the chosen concept. Notably, the creative team revealed that bringing the water character Wade to life was a particularly intricate and challenging process. The vision for Wade extended beyond merely depicting him as someone wet. Instead, the goal was to portray him as the embodiment of water. This required careful consideration of physics concepts such as refraction and reflection. Early concept art, found in the COVID of the Pixar book, presented alternative possibilities for Wade's design. One iteration envisioned a more prominent and differently colored white section, simulating slightly curly hair. However, the chosen design featured a small tuft of hair, complementing a more rounded face, ultimately seen in the film. The final design was well received, successfully capturing the essence of water in Wade's character. And that's the fascinating journey of bringing Wade to life in Elemental. Those were the 6 deleted and modified scenes from the film Elemental. Comment down below if you've already watched Elemental, and if you like the film. We want to know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming videos. Until next time.